And then I think the third real big lesson for me with regards to that was after 9/11. So fast forward a lot of years. And, it's the day of 9/11. And I'm on the treadmill at the YMCA watching the TV monitors as the planes flew into the buildings. And I remember thinking, man, I got to do something. At that point in my career, I had just had, I think, my third #1 consecutive hit. So, the great philosopher, Kenny Rogers, right?
Yeah.
He said, I heard him say one time that there's three things that we all need. We all need something to do, somebody to love, and something to look forward to. And at that point, the answer for those three things in my life was, well, my someone to love, that was me, because if you're an artist, you love your life, you love your career. Something to do was to, be successful. Something to look forward to was more hit records. I mean, that was pretty much my primary focus. But that day, all of that seemed really shallow to me. I remember, going down and trying to apply to join the military. And they said I was too old. So I thought, well, what am I going to do? And it was about that time I heard a great quote from Teddy Roosevelt, who said that every one of us, regardless of our circumstances, our situation, our background, our skills, every one of us has an obligation as a human being to do what we can with what we have where we are. And it just that quote showing up at that moment in my life was profound for me, because I realized at that moment, well, what I could do was something do what I could with what I have where I am. And I thought, well, maybe I could use my talents and abilities to encourage service members, So that led to, me saying yes when my agent said, there's a spring formal at Fort Campbell and they don't have a budget. Will you go play? Like, yeah, okay, I'll go. Which led to, a lot of performances, pro bono performances, a lot of them, most of them, for service members. And every time I walked away from one of those, the privileged opportunities, I wasn't thinking about money or fame. I was thinking about, wow, was I able to help somebody laugh today? Was I able to, there we are in a little forward operating base in Afghanistan. And, there's 6 people in the audience who just got in from a patrol where they were kicking down doors and wondering if they're going to get shot. And their shoulders are up and they're tense. You do 100 performances of those kinds of audiences, and you start to realize, so my job isn't to attract any attention to myself. Hopefully, if I can get somebody to laugh, if I can get people to relax and breathe a little deeper, if I can get them to just smile a little bit, drop the shoulders a little bit. There's a whole new definition of what success was in that moment. So I'd say that those 3 seasons in my life, though they were separated by many years, they all had an impact on my worldview about, the idea that when we pass, it's not going to matter how much money we had or how famous we were. Really, the only thing that's really going to matter is what did we do with our life for others, and how did we engage and dance in the world with others in a way that acknowledged that there is no them, there's only us.